I'm actually going to be talking about how you can help fix your low back pain, especially if you're suffering from low back pain post-workout.
Yeah.
I'm sure, there may be many of these people that, are stiff and sore and are uncomfortable, especially with New Year's resolutions.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm sure you may see some of them.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Dr. Matt. Remember to share and subscribe. I'm Dr. Matt Bradbury, and I'm actually joined by Coach Mercedes today. And I'm going to be showing you some ways that you can effectively relieve that low back pain and showing you some ways to identify that maybe if you have a problem and then going from there.
Yeah.
So a couple of key things. Remember, when you are starting out, first of all, less is probably more in terms of modifying the weights and putting your ego aside and starting from there. And also remember that when you're going from desk to gym, there's a big change happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got to work on building your resilience up over time. It's just like, you can't grow a baby in 1 month. It takes 9 months. The body needs time to adapt, right? You can't force a process.
No.
Right? So what I want to show you today is, first of all, if you're suffering from low back pain, I'm going to get you to face that way and to step up here. Good. Let's say maybe right where Mercedes' hands are, right between your rib cage, atop her buttocks, stiffness, soreness, achy, maybe in the top of the glute. These are some simple things that you can do for yourself. And first of all, I want to have you grab the weight right there, the kettlebell, and grab it just by the two horns, just like this. And a lot of times you'll have someone do this. So I'm going to get you to push your hands out. And she may notice right away that she's stiff and sore and achy and uncomfortable. So I'm going to actually take you through some movements today that you can use to help strengthen yourself and be more resilient when you get to the gym and it comes time for go time. So what I've done is we've actually have a series of movements to help think about groceries in, garbage out, help strengthen you and help you become more resilient when you get out back to the gym. And also you're going to find you got to move to help relieve some of that pain. So what I want you to start with is simply, I want you to do just the leg out on the bird dog. Kick straight out. Really, Mercedes is focusing on not shifting your hips side to side and kicking one leg out. You're going to do 6 reps for 2 sets. So in the second move, Coach Mercedes is simply in the side plank position. She's going to hold this for 20 seconds here, just isometrically, meaning she just contracts, thinking about all those small core muscles getting the fire. She's going to do 20 seconds on each side for 2 sets. Finally, for our third move, I'm going to have her laying on her back. Now, really specific with this one, you don't have to do that much. So what you're going to do is actually take this leg and straighten it out on the floor. Relax. Take these hands, place them under your back. And so she has her hands placed under her back. And what she's going to do now is, all I want you to raise is about that much, even less. Just come up. So she's thinking about, with her one leg straight, pelvis is locked in position. And what she's doing is she's actually raising up just enough. She's going to feel her upper abs. And her hands act as a little cue, so she's going to flatten out her low back and also give her some feedback for where she is in space. And with this, you're going to do 2 sets of 10. So you'll notice we create a little circuit, and it's not a lot of volume, but it's a place to start. You got to get some movement in there. If you notice yourself stiff and sore and not performing, these are 3 really effective moves to help create some more stability and also help you cue the proper muscles to help you move. Some of the keys are just proper hinging. I'm sure you notice it with your gym members as well. You're mindlessly picking things up, doing this. I want to teach you just some hip mobility, how to see on yourself if your hips are tight.
Yeah.
And go ahead. I want you to try facing this way for me. And I want you to lean over. Some simple cues that I think of right away when she leans over, and this is for you watching at home. Push your big toe down, right? Shift your buttocks back. Make sure your shoulders are engaged halfway. Don't slouch for me. Don't let yourself slouch. Engage them a little bit. That's the cue. Tightness up here. Tightness in terms of sticking your buttocks back. Feels that tension in your glutes and your hamstrings. That's what your hinge should look like when you're picking things up. Now, the hip mobility is key. I want to show you how to check your own hip mobility, right? So if you're watching, you can do a test for yourself, and then something you can do to help loosen it up, because picking things up is going to be key. You have to have great hip mobility to help your body move better. Yeah. And if you don't have good hip mobility, you're going to probably compensate. You may create compensation, uneven wear and tear, and end up with a sore low back again at your next workout.
Yeah.
So for this one, it's actually called the Faber test. So Mercedes is actually going to straighten this leg, and I'm going to have you let this rest on top of here, and passively just let your hip come down, right? You notice she has about a hip, you'll notice she has about a fist and a bit of distance between the ground. So really good movement on that side. Now try the other side. And same thing, does it go down as far?
No.
No, right away. I mean, evidence, and you can see on camera, evidence the knee comes up off the ground, right? So I'm gonna have you, the address that we'll talk about the right hip. So I'm gonna have you sit up, right? And what you're actually gonna do is grab the kettlebell, and I'm gonna have you just like this. So you're gonna be like this, and I'm gonna have you grab the kettlebell and just lean into it. So I'll let you do that. Really focusing on opening up like this with your knee, big toe down, and putting the pressure, using the forearms to put the pressure on the groin. And you're gonna count to 5, and then come back and go 5 seconds again. So this is a really great one to open up your hips. And a lot of times you've been sitting all day, you're stiff and tight, your hip flexors get shorter, your groin muscles get all tight. And so she's focusing on 5 seconds, 5 times over. She comes out, really focus on big toe down, driving the knee out. And so once she's done this, she's literally created a routine to help loosen her hips, help strengthen her low back and her core, and be more resilient. You'll probably find it makes your workouts easier, you move better, and you'll be that much more successful and less likely to break down and possibly get to that end warning sign that's pain. What I want you to do is you can try it laying on your back again. And you can just see, 5 times 5, see what the difference is. And do you feel looser?
It feels a little bit looser.
Yeah. So if she were to work at that, she can repeat it again for another 5 by 5 and see what the difference is. And you can even go so far, if you have a buddy, you can measure the distance between the knee and the ground, and you see what happens in terms of how your hip moves too. So you can see 3 effective exercises, simple, easy to do, also easy not to do. You have to actually do them.
Yeah.
Right? And then some simple things to work on your hip mobility, which is key if you find yourself suffering from back pain post-workout. So consider those simple things. And of course, we love helping people out. We got a big mission in terms of helping people understand health more, understand their spinal health. They need better spinal health for better overall health. And you need more function for more health. So we got a big mission, and we simply cannot do it alone. So if you take a moment, please click share so someone else get the message, improve your own workout. If you know someone directly, grab the URL and send it to them so they can get the help too. Anyways, appreciate you tuning in. Thanks so much, and we'll see you soon. Did you know just a few minutes of movement can lift your energy, helping you feel more vibrant and awake throughout the day? Thanks for watching.